Okay, so we are here at the David Rosen and Prestige Imports Art Gallery in the Miami Design District. It's a beautiful opening. The gallery looks phenomenal. And I'm here with David Rosen himself and Rigo Leon, our star artist for the evening. So I would love to hear more about how you guys met and what led you to pick this artist as your special case for tonight.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you for coming to David Rosen Galleries. We're in our Miami Design District location. Our partners in this location is Prestige Imports, which is Lamborghini, Pagani, Lotus, and Karma of Miami. So we have specific exotic cars here matched with art, and it's a great partnership and a great mixture of beautiful art and beautiful cars. And you asked how I started and how I met Rigo. So being in commercial real estate, I had partners and we had spaces that were empty, beautiful spaces in iconic areas. And I came up with the idea 6 years ago to take these empty spaces and fill them with art and events and culture. And so I really did it to lease my 3 or 4 spaces that we were trying to lease, and that happened. And here I am today, 6 years later, still doing it. This is in Craig Robbins' space in the Design District. And I love to support those local artists who have been displaced because of high rents in Wynwood. And some of them can afford it, and some of them, the rents are really, really high. So I love to give back to some of the artists that I love and some local artists and give them an opportunity to be in my gallery.
I love that. I love that. So how did you guys meet? Did you just come across his art?
Well, behind you, you have Domingo Zapata, who is one of probably one of the more recognizable names that I have in the gallery. Domingo, he paints with Alejandro Sanz. He travels the world, has painted in the Vatican with the Pope himself. So he did the largest mural in Times Square where the ball falls, 70,000 square feet. Costs probably somewhere around $20 million that the owners, invested. So I was at a gallery, Domingo was painting, and Rigo is a friend of Domingo's, and Rigo popped in to say hi to Domingo, and I saw his work, and I fell in love, and he showed me what he's doing to bring his vibe to the city of Miami and his story being from Cuba. And I just really fell in love with the art, and I also have to like the artist, and Rigo's a great guy.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. That was awesome. Super inspiring stories. So Rigo, first of all, congratulations on this phenomenal event. Please tell us more about yourself, a little bit about your history in art, and about tonight's exhibition.
My name is Rigo, for those that don't know me. I've been painting since I was 9 years old, almost the same style. I embraced that through the years and turned it into like what is today. And born and raised in Cuba. And during the 90s, a lot of my friends didn't make it to the States. And that was kind of like the idea years later to create the Purple Bowl. And each Purple Bowl represents one of those friends that didn't make it or the ones that made it. And that through the year I embrace it and take it to the next level, like to commercial. And a lot of companies and people like David like the concept and what I was doing, and they support me, like the Hyatt, the Comfy, the Hotel, the Hilton, and many other brands that didn't ask me to pay anything that they want. They just let me be me, and that's what an artist wants. In my case, be able to pursue a dream and make that dream a reality. And that's what is this show about. It's called Havana Dreams, Another Reality, because this is another reality compared to the life that we live in Cuba, for example.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I actually have one more question for both of you, because you mentioned reality. And so that makes me think about virtual reality and technology, augmented reality. And I would just love to hear more about what you guys think, where you see technology and art merging in the next 2 years, if you see that happening, if you like that it's happening.
It's already merging. I'm a producer. I produce music videos too, so I use technology and I include my art into it. And when we met, it was like something that clicks, like to create like augmented reality using some of my pieces. It made total sense because of the line work, and turning into life, it takes your art to a different level, a different concept.
I love love that, for
So
sure.
I see it in a different way. Being, I'll give you a break. So welcome to the virtual reality, augmented reality world. It's new for me, but being that you're going to see a lot more art pop-ups. I started 6 years ago. I was one of the first, I can't say I was one of the first, but I was in the beginning stages of what we now call pop-ups. And I started with art. And so I never know how long I'm going to be in a space, right? Because I'm activating that space. And if someone comes along and leases that space, then I normally move to another space. So being able to capture this not only by video, but by virtual reality, augmented reality, and be able to feature this gallery that in a couple months, 6 months, a year from now, I'm in another gallery, but I fall in love with each gallery, has their own dynamic, own space, so I'm able to preserve that in a type of time capsule that maybe in another generation, people can enjoy what I enjoyed today.
Absolutely. I love hearing the perspective of an art gallery owner and an artist with regards to this type of stuff. Thank you guys so much for your time, and the energy that you guys have brought to the space is absolutely divine. I love it, and I look forward to more.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.